Chivas might have the last signing of the transfer window, and we're going to talk about this topic next. We'll also hear from Milito at his press conference, so stay tuned until the end. I'm Jesus Bernal, and I thank all of you for your attention. Thank you so much for being here with me to talk about Chivas. So, without further ado, let's start this video with the latest news about Chivas. Maybe it went a little unnoticed because it happened on a Saturday. Chivas, but some colleagues shared this information through their accounts. As we see here with young Chivas, they confirm. They confirm that the Guadalajara team has signed Cruz Medina from San Jose Earthquakes, who arrives on loan for a season with an option to buy. He's a 19-year-old Mexican-American offensive midfielder. At 15, he trialed with Bayern Munich and played for the United States in the U-17 World Cup. Is Cesar Luis Merlo credited for this info? I saw Tom Bogert, the Major League Soccer transfer expert, mentioned it too. So, well, whether he could or couldn't, he will be. And Chivas in this transfer window, Chivas is an institution. But it's clear they're considering him more. For the Tapatio team, I hope things go well for him. If Bayern Munich already tested him, the kid must have talent. And in Guadalajara, well, let's hope he works out, that he gives Chivas what he can offer. That he works out, that he does things well, that he works in a good way and earns a spot in Tapatio. Then he can think about making the jump. At 19 years old, he's still at a very good age to continue in that development process. And after that, why not think about him making the jump to the first team? Milito also talked about reinforcements. Milito. He made it clear, I'll tell you. Chivas is not looking for more reinforcements in this transfer window. I had already told you before, however, well, it's not the same for me to tell you as it is for the coach himself to say it. It's over, huh? It's over. The transfer window's closed for the Chivas team. Let's hear it from Milito's own words.
Hello, Coach. This is Paula De La Torre from Fox Sports. I wanted to ask you about the new signings. How do you feel about the arrivals, especially Brian Gutierrez, who had a good performance on the field today? Also Sepu and the return of Ricardo Marin. Are you done finalizing the squad, or have you asked management for anyone else?
Well,
the players we wanted to bring in, honestly, the club has done a great job. We were able to sign the players we wanted. We added experienced quality players like Sepulveda in a position where we clearly saw that we needed to strengthen because of the departure of some forwards. And we have signed experience. And we've also brought back Ricardo Marin, who will give us energy and dynamism to create another possibility. Therefore, with the squad we have today, I'm happy, very happy. I know we're going to need them throughout the championship. All the guys already know what the dynamic is, and that's it. Just to tell you that I'm happy and that the squad, the roster in general, is a very balanced one, where we have practically 2 players for each position. That was kind of the idea. So yeah, we're good. Let's go.
the double match day's coming up. And how would you feel if we played against the Chivas team? That we play against the Chivas team now as they visit Los Bravos de Ciudad Juarez. It's a tough match, but I think Chivas can handle it. In fact, I like this bet. Chivas to win and over 1.5 goals. With the 1,000 peso welcome bonus, it turns into 2,450. How? by clicking the link in my pinned comment below and taking advantage of the bonus that Caliente has for all of you. Chivas wins, and it can turn into 2,450, 150. I asked Gabby Milito about the topic at yesterday's press conference. There's a lot of talk about how Chivas had more departures than arrivals, and that the squad is worse than last season. I've told you before, personally, I don't agree with that. And I asked Gabby Milito what he thought about this topic and why he thinks he has a better team compared to last season. This is what the Chivas coach answered, talking a bit about how the squad is shaping up. Some fans believe that 12 players are leaving Chivas and only 4 are joining. But looking at the numbers, maybe only Eric Gutierrez played more than 20 minutes and the rest didn't even reach 20 minutes. How would you explain to fans that, despite Chivas signing fewer players than those who left, the squad is stronger than last season?
Well, we need to have players who feel useful. When you have more players than we have now, there are many who don't even get called up. And when that dynamic happens, it's not a problem for one game, maybe not even for 2 games. But if it happens often, it becomes a problem for the group's daily dynamic. So I prefer to have useful players, I mean quality over quantity, according to what we want to achieve. And I understand that all the players want to play. I understand it perfectly. So to prevent certain situations, it's often better to be honest with the player, to tell them that they're starting from behind or that they're going to have little participation. And to avoid changing the day-to-day dynamic, it's better for them to go out and play. There are players who can't tolerate being substitutes. It's very hard to be on the bench and stay positive all the time. So, if you feel that there are players who won't get much consideration, is it better for them to leave? And that's what happens with the players who had to leave. And that's how we explained it to them personally. And the player, being honest and transparent, usually leads to better outcomes. Players always want to be on the field, especially at a big club like Chivas. And if they stay and don't play, it's not good, neither for those who stay nor for the player who doesn't play. The player has to go out and play. Obviously, not all situations are the same for different reasons, but we've been honest with them from the very beginning, and I'm very happy with the squad we put together.
All right, we'll leave the video here. Thank you very much for your attention. Keep subscribing, commenting, sharing, and liking, and I'll see you next time. I'm Jesus Bernal. Goodbye.